Hey Biscuit here, Fuchsia here. So, tolerance has been nerfed. Absolute tolerance has been nerfed to the ground. It's been tolerated far too long, and now it's actually absolutely tolerable. So, let's get into the what changed first, right? So instead of having Storm, it has Rush. And instead of like having 11-11 stats on Evo, it has 9-9 still. And you're like, okay, then what does the Evo do? Well, the Evo actually gives you Storm. So it still has Storm potential, right? And I feel like this is an amazing nerf in terms of like, not in terms of like the balance needed, because honestly, Portal was not tier 1 anyways. Not hard tier 1 at least, like, but, and like, Tolerance was not like, super oppressive as, in that it like made other decks unplayable. But I feel like this is a really positive nerf, just because how bad Tolerance is, feels to play against. To demonstrate that, let's like break this nerf down one by one, right? So first, before this, what feels bad, especially if you're a casual player or a non-competitive player who doesn't like read too much into the telegraphed like extra damage that Portal does, you just never see Tolerance coming. Or if you do see it, you're like, okay, what can I do? Can I like not play followers? Can I just play more than one ward? What if they have 2 tolerances? And if they have 2 tolerances, which you have no idea of them having or not, by the way, they can just play Storm, Storm tolerance, and then like another tolerance, Evo it, and that's like 20 damage. They just win, right? Now they can't do that, and I feel like this is the most positive part of the nerf, in that now one of them will have Rush, and you can still Evo the other one, and it's a 9-9 Storm, which is quite powerful. But yeah, you can't OTK anymore, which is amazing. I feel like that's the #1 positive thing about this now. Like, you can still get mad at, like, you know, suddenly a 9-9 comes down and like storms your face, but at least you're not definitely losing, right? Like, your chances of losing to that are like much less than before, right? But you know what? Like, some people are like seeing this as like really like a total nerf that makes Tolerance dead. I'm not sure if that's the case, but before we get to that, let's see another positive aspect of this nerf. So before, Absolute Tolerance, you just put it in any deck, right? You just put it in Machina, in Resonance, in Evo, in Puppet, in Calamity, anything. And basically, the thing that I didn't like about Portal recently, because of Absolute Tolerance partially, is like, they play any of these decks, and then they like, just like try to get the win condition, and if they fail to get the win condition, they just go like, oh, alright, I'm just gonna play the Tolerance, you know, like that's really how it feels like. Like, sometimes I'm like trying to play against Calamity Portal, for example, like playing around their stuff, or like trying to play against Machina, like, okay, I'm gonna prep for the Belphomet and stuff like that, and then they just Tolerance and win. So Tolerance is just everywhere, and it's like the main win condition for all of these, and like the decks are just like you know, the decks are just like dressing instead of like the main course, you know. Now that's not the case. Now I feel like Tolerance is still a lot usable in Evo, and definitely a meme pick in Evo too. But for the other decks, I'm not sure you want to even include them anymore, which I think is a good thing, because that increases the variance of like win condition in portalcraft, and I think that's a very positive thing, right? Because you get to like have different types of decks, and you don't just Tolerance to win, you know. Like, ubiquitous cards, that's like a class staple, I feel is okay for the most part, but I feel like it's okay if it's like for example, Rowan, right? Like, I feel like he's okay because he's not your finisher. He's not your win condition, and he's not your finisher. He's just like there to help you with your win condition or whatever that is. Or like something like Insight or something, like a staple basic card. It's just there to like help you with the deck. It's like so good as support in the deck, but it's never like an outright finisher, right? So I feel like that's I feel like the fact that Absolute Tolerance will not be a staple in every Portal deck will be a positive thing now. Now, let's just summarize this nerf then. The good is that it can't OTK, but I think it's still usable. Like, Portalcraft has a few ways of like recovering Evo points, so I definitely think it's still usable for Portal mains. And it increases Portal variety, right? The weird though is that now it's like, why did they nerf the stats? I feel like the most important nerf here is the evo, like is that it requires an evo now. I feel like that's the big positive nerf. I'm not sure why they reduced the stats, because honestly, an 11-11 storm that requires an evo and reduction to 30, I feel like is like okay. It's not like the stats, because you can't OTK with it, right? I feel like that's fine. Like, it enables Magna Zero, but like Resonance is not like a top tier deck anyways, right? So I'm not sure why they reduced the stats, but I guess it's fine. I'm not sure. That 2 damage might become very relevant. Now the bad. It's very obvious. It's very obvious because Portal used Absolute Tolerance absolutely everywhere, and most of the time they won with it. Like, to be honest, I lost to Portal mostly because of Tolerance usually. Portal needs better win conditions, like always. Yeah, it depends on the meta, of course. Like, it depends on the next expansion. But I really feel like if you nerf Absolute Tolerance like this, you have to print something else, right? And they did print something else, but I'm not sure. Like, is this a potential replacement? So it's Jetpack Gunner, a new card that's going to come out in Omen of Storms, and its effect is that it has Storm, it has Enhance 8, gain the ability to attack 3 times per turn instead. Also Enhance 6, gain the ability to attack twice per turn. This is quite strong because you can evo it, and then you can deal like 8 damage, 12 damage, instantly, and that's really good. But it's also your whole turn, and even though you get to summon an ancient artifact, this can actually like synergize with Tolerance, actually, with Tolerance being a removal tool. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is enough to like help Portal in like having enough damage. You tell me in the comments. But overall, yeah, I feel like overall this is a good nerf. This is like, it's not like a super big balance nerf, because I don't think Portal was that like dominant, but it is an immensely feel good nerf, and I feel like the design for Tolerance was inherently flawed, and sooner or later they were gonna break it. So I'm really glad that they nicked the bud here. Oh, also the Fox works with Nuke Gensetsu, but that's like obvious. You kind of knew that, but yeah, those are my thoughts of the Tolerance nerf. What are your thoughts, chat? Do you love it? Do you like hate it? I say chat because I stream on Twitch. I'm sorry. Twitch.tv/FuchsiaTheBiscuit. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you, Biscuiteers, everyone, for watching this video. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Comment down below. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, give me a sub. And like always, have a great day.